and welcome to episode 2. And for today, we are doing Arrow Flash, one of my all time favorite, favorite, favorite shooters from Renovation. Uh, Hands down, one of the best games I've ever played. Um, yeah, Choco. So, one of the best games I've ever played. Um, so, just to start you off, guys, you've seen only three favorites. So what's up, guys? Grave, Choco, thanks for streaming last night. You, Slippy. So, um, getting back to Arrow Flash. Uh, so this game was brought to us by Renovation. Uh, I will go into the history of it, but right now, what you guys just saw was the opening for Arrow Flash, which is one of the, I think, kind of like defines Shumps. And what you're seeing currently on the screen right now is the game complete in box. There's different variations to it. Arrow Flash, that's the actual Mega Drive one. What you're currently looking at, I did actually give you a bigger picture of that. I'll get into that a little bit later in the show. Um, so what I want to do is for those of you that have come in and everything, the American box art, which I think is just totally cool. I want to just show you the start of the game, which you guys saw. I want to recap that again. Then I'm going to go into some gameplay, and then we're going to discuss the game. So let's get started um, with our shooter. Okay, I'll do the opening again so you guys can see it one more time, and then we'll go into gameplay. So what do you guys think of the opening? Yeah, it's Slippy. It's a little bit weird. If I go past negative, I think it's like negative 40 decibels, then the audio doesn't come in. So I would have to go like 35 or 30 in order for you guys to get the audio. Yeah, this game is like I could probably break this game down into 2 weeks just to talk about it as much um as I want to. This and Gyrus. But Gyrus, we're gonna save for a special show. I'm not getting into Gyrus right now. But yeah, Arrow Flash. So you are Grave. You're 100% correct. Has a very robotic type of feel to it. Um, Very unique and distinctive game when it comes to the gameplay. Um, they Renovation really tried to think out of the box when it comes to this game. The box art for the Mega Drive is awesome. And of course, that's the actual United States release, US release of Arrow Flash with her her flying in the what is it, like the cockpit of the shooter robot type of gunship, if you want to call it. I just think the Mega Drive box art is over the top, like the best. So no, this isn't Gyrus. If this was Gyrus, I would have a bigger smile on my face than what I have right now. I happen to love Gyrus EMS. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get you guys over to the gameplay of the game. I did get this video. It's like a remix of one of the stages, rock version, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. So take a look at the shooter play of the game. Oh, that's the actual gameplay.
Warning. Hostile spacecraft in the vicinity. All systems engaged.
Computer, lock target to main power source and charge the arrow flash unit.
Target acquired. Arrow flash ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll show them we're not afraid.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of video. And if getting into the game now, let's go ahead and take a look at the history. So, Arrow Flash is a side scrolling shooter video game developed by Sega and published by Sega in Japan, Europe by Renovation Products. Came out in 1990. The main character pilots a prototype transformable fighter mech left from her grandfather to fight against an alien attack on humankind. Kind of sounds like every other shooter that we look into. The game is mostly a horizontal shooter with one down side scrolling stage. Okay, so obviously you guys took a look at the gameplay the gameplay of everything, and basically, Arrow Flash is a highly powerful ability, okay, differing from each other, where the jets shoot as a 5 blast, while in mech form becoming engulfed in flame. That's not something I showed you guys, but you'll see that in the other video that I have up. And basically, lower that to like a 1, the fan. So basically, that's Arrow Flash. It's a different type of game. So basically, the reception of Arrow Flash when it first came out was Arrow Flash received mixed reviews, including a 32 out of a 50 on ASM, a 3 out of a 10 on Generation, 24% from Mega, 90 from Player One, and 69% from Zero. Well, I don't think those companies are around anymore. I don't know. It was released in Japan on 1990, North America 1990, and Europe 1991. Now, getting into some of the kind of sad and I did. I can always put it back a few more. Um, so, oh hey Foxy, I hope you had a good nap and everything, and you feel rested. So now here's some of the boxes that you're going to be seeing. This is the actual box art. Here's my box from when I was a kid. Arrow Flash. The only real way, like, and I really tried to look for commercials from you guys, for you guys, but I could not find good commercials on this. Was the fact that really you only knew about renovation games on the back of renovation booklets, manuals. So this one has Whip Rush, it has Final Zone, and it has Grenada. So the story is in the later half of the 30th century, there's a frightening rumor that reached planet Earth. A group of Viking terrorists led by the vicious tyrant known as, I'm not even going to read that, has been plundering and destroying planets throughout the galaxy. They moved onto an ominous warship capable of entering and traveling in nether space. Yet the people of Earth never suspected that all the planets in the galaxy, Earth, was supposed to be the next target. So basically, what you're doing is this girl's grandfather is a professor, and he comes up with, hey, what's up, Gracie? He comes up with a prototype. This is a little bit of a different shooter because you have an actual ship. The ship transforms into like the robot that you're seeing on the screen, and then it'll transform back into the ship when you're in space. So it's kind of like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, some things about this that you guys mentioned that you like is that it is kind of anime-ish, where it looks like the anime, especially with the opening segments of the game. So in relation to that and the box art that you're seeing now, basically the game has a reputation with the Japanese box art for being called the Pink Lady because she's all in pink. 1990 at the time, people were into Gundam, they were into mechs. Renovation wanted to find some way to sell that to people. They were like, okay, how can we make a game different? And this is a game where you have multiple changing. You have a shooter, then you have a mech that a gunship that turns into a mech that transforms, and it goes along Transformers, and they really, really play. They really, really play off of that. So, like you can see here in the opening, she's running to the ship. As she's running to the, it's gone. You're not getting it. So basically, you have this ship that turns into a mech, and after it turns, it's like a game for them. I swear to. Right. So after the ship turns into a mech, basically you're looking at like what happens right there, where the mech will boost and it'll cause that blue aura around it to go ahead and attack the other ship that's there. So, and of course you got like movable stages like this, so it is pretty cool. So here, I'll show you more of that. Thank you. Get back. Go. We'll get back to the history. All right, go. Oh God, I'm sorry. So, they wanted to do something kind of out of the ordinary with this, with the game itself. So what they would normally do is, they would try to basically come up with a like an anime-ish type of game, like what you guys will see. I'll put it on for you again since we have more people come in. I'll show you the opening one more time. That way you guys could take a look and actually see what the opening looks like one more time. Now, what I'll do is,
Warning.
so you'll notice it has a big theme with this game, like what we saw last week with Truxton, is changing or like gimmicks in shooters. So you're gonna say to yourself, well, last week was the bomb. Like, how many of you remember like me saying, oh, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb? Well, because Truxton was so into the bomb and showing the skull and the skulls in the game, and the skulls are associated to power-ups and everything. That was a big thing with Truxton. With this game, the gimmick, and you'll see that as we progress, a lot of shooters have gimmicks. The gimmick in this game is transforming, where you'll notice now the ship will transform into a mech. The mech will use a boost. It'll blow up the other ship. And then basically you have the mech standing there as she's piloting it. This goes hand in hand with things like No Gundam, Macross. So it played up on a lot of people liking the game. Now, you'll notice that we're in mech form right now, and the mech will use a boost, clear out the entire screen, and then we'll change to a ship, and then the ship will use its own move as well. So that there's certain gimmicks to this game that you could see clearly within like the video, the opening that I just showed you. So for now, what I'm going to do is I have the gameplay up. I want to know, does anyone have any questions based off of this game, or why I chose this game, or just in general, like the history or box art or anything? Go ahead, let's start answering your guys' questions now. Why is a good question. Mochoko, why one is a good question? Oh yeah, then there's a ship. The ship goes around. Yeah, you guys can see. So, well, I guess why I chose this. I chose this because I played this as a kid. It's a really good game. If anyone wants to call and take a look and see. There's your hotline number. Oh, look at that, the hotline. Um, so basically, right here, and I'll show you guys, is the reason why it's called Arrow Flash. 10.99 a minute. So why it's called Arrow Flash? Arrow Flash is because it's a weapon. It's the ultimate weapon on the ship. And like it says, Arrow Flash destroys all forward enemies. So as you transform into ship mode, you shoot these arrow flashes out and they blow up all forward enemies. Robot shape. Picking up weapons makes it possible for you to fight long range, including enemies in your rear. When using arrow flash, the ship will be invincible for a moment. Avoid risks and obstacles dashing against enemies. So basically, what they're telling you is like you're transforming. You could transform the ship into a robot. Again, just to show you clearly in the manual, everything has to do with transforming. Transforming robot, transforming robot stage, fighting as a robot. That's the gimmick of the game. So Arrow, and again, they repeat it. Arrow Flash is the ultimate weapon a player can use. So you have a number of arrow flashes, which are up on top of the screen. So showing the top of the screen, it's a different format shooter from what we saw last week, which was Truxton. Basically, Truxton used the sidebar where you had your power ups, your shooting, um, your bombs, how many lives, and this uses a top bar. The top bar is, in my opinion, the top bar in this game is very sleek. It looks nice. It gives you a better field of view within the game, so you get more screen space to shoot enemies and maneuver. So basically, it tells you about certain power-up items. You have like a laser 2, a laser 3, missiles, and a fire claw. Fire claw is like an armor shield that basically comes up as you progressively play within the game. The back of the box, you're gonna notice one key item right there that I'm showing you is that stage. So as we go to gameplay, that's the ultimate move. Yeah, it's because I got the other thing. I didn't label this correctly on the deck, so I gotta refix it. There's shooter play and gameplay. I'm thinking, oh, gameplay as in like gameplay on the actual TV, but it's really gameplay is in the video that I just showed you guys. So, basically, what we'll do is we'll go through the shooter right now. I'll start gameplay, and then you guys, let me know what stage is this. But some questions I want you guys to answer: is this a shooter that you would play yourself? What do you think about the game so far? How does it look? How are the sounds? And then we'll take it from there. Hopefully the conditions a little bit. The stream's actually a little bit better. After I redid my room last night, I noticed that I was using, rapid file. The different settings on the retro tank. So I changed everything over. So now for Arrow Flash, you either have stock or you have charged. Depending on what you want to use, stock means you'll press it once, boom, it'll fire. Charged means you would have to charge it up and then it shoots. So we'll just go with our stock options right for now. Okay. Now we'll start. We will start Arrow Flash, stage 1. There's your super. There's your extra little ship. Now, you guys can ask, do you have anything to change? Yeah, it's right There you go. So you guys are going to ask, well, do you have the ability to change and go from a mech into a ship? Yes. If I hit the A button on the controller, I go from a mech into a ship. The mech is, I feel the mech is a little bit more powerful, but when maneuvering tight spaces, you definitely want your ship. And of course, you know, like in good fashion with any Sega Genesis game, you have the ultimate backgrounds where everything is moving, the colors are dynamic on this. It's a really, really nice looking game that, you know, what I feel stands the test of time when it comes to renovation games or Sega Genesis games, you know, in general. Yeah, especially for 1990, you're right. I think the music is great in this game. It's a very different shooter. Now, just to keep in mind, like what I want to tell you guys is, yes, Gyrus has Gyrus and Darius both have those water element type of bosses. This game has water element type of bosses. As we get through this game, you're gonna notice some of the enemies look a little bit, you know, like they could be in the ocean. I kind of find that that's a reoccurring theme with genre, like with the shooter genre in general, where you have the Gyrus. If you look at Gyrus, you take a look, and a lot of the enemies are water themed. Darius for Sega Saturn, that is water themed with the fish. So it builds up this credibility that if you are going to play these shooters at that time, you know, 1989, 1990, but yeah, crustaceans, 1989, 1990, so on and so forth. Basically, you're going to find these like fish or crustaceans or you know, other aquatic type of animals in these shooters. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why they did it that way, but now you do have a vertical and a horizontal in this game. They tried to really change it up. So they give you two aspects of the game that are different. One, you could change into a mech. Two, you could change into the ship. And movable backgrounds like this. And three, there are horizontal and vertical type of shooter. You know, horizontal and vertical stages in this game where you feel like you're actually dropping and going deeper into the planet or where you're supposed to be going. Now, the background is your ship that you launched from, like you just saw. So now you're kind of going after the enemies. And to get off to Choco, what you were asking, just give me 1 minute. Basically, you have your score, your ship's lives, and you have your power ups. So you have your different type of power ups within the game. Hey, what's up, Cosmic? So, Choco, for what you asked, I have a pause in the background. We'll get to the game. Just gotta take the manual out carefully. Um, so basically, your power ups is gonna be a laser. There's a laser one. There's a laser two, basically, which shoots like little arrows all over the screen. Um, There's a laser 3, which is a waveform. There's missiles, and then there's a fire claw, which the fire claw is basically what we have right now. There's S for a speed shield. There's E for an energy shield. There's also 1-ups as well. As you go on, you can build up arrow flashes, which are what currently we're seeing on the screen right now. And for the what you're seeing at the bottom, the AF, that's your arrow flash level gauge. If that really gets to max, you're gonna build up your super, and you're gonna go in super mode, either in the ship or in the mech, and you're gonna blast everything off the screen. I tried to find an actual scanned PDF document for you guys for the manual. I looked. I couldn't. Tried to find it. I could not. Next time, for the next episode 3, I'll reference the game and try to actually scan the manual for you guys and show you the pictures of what's inside the manual. So the A we just picked up, Choco, is actually a gauge for our arrow flash. S is a shield. Yeah, it's gonna be really low. You have to see I gotta make it a little bit louder. And here we go. The I is for the laser. So that's laser level 1. That's our arrow flash meter. And you see how it's kind of easy just to go up and down, up and down. Yeah, laser's usually great. When we played Truxton, the laser, the homing laser, was one of the best lasers. And I like how she goes into the ship to refuel, and it actually gives you your mech. Oh geez. So you have a choice, either your ship or your mech. Yeah, this stage is a little bit more interesting. Now, I set it to be rapid, only for the fact that I do like rapid mode in shooters. And even the little stars that are floating, like you can see in the background, you feel like you really are in hyperspace, like, trying to get past the enemy and destroy them. A little bit easier than Truxton. So that is the arrow flash for the robot. The arrow flash for the ship is very different. So again, they're giving you options on which scenario you would like to use for the arrow flash. We're going to change our lasers. Now, like I said in the last stream, that I was going to set up a poll. Slippy gave me the information on how to set up the poll. Gonna have to do that. I just haven't had the time this week. I will set it up after our episode. I just really needed to get the Nintendo working, because I have some games on the Nintendo that I do want to show off. Now that the Nintendo is working, I'll add those games to our poll for next week. RVK did ask if one of the games could be a Neo Geo game, so I am going to add a Neo Geo game to that. What do you mean, Knocker? Oh, now you're at Jupiter. The Jupiter, I think it is Jupiter. They really did a phenomenal job with this. Bam. See, and it's really not hard to maneuver, like, around certain, like around certain things, blowing up the enemy. Yeah, granted, I do have it on easy mode, but it's not terrible. I didn't know if we were supposed to, like, when we start, I don't know if we're supposed to type in everyone. I don't know. That's not upside down water, that's Jupiter. Oh, I got hit. That is upside down water, what you just asked, Knocker. Yes, that is upside down water. The background is Jupiter. I don't like the position I'm in right now. Oh, we're gonna fight the boss. I will be right back, guys. Just give me 1 sec. All right, we're back. What did I miss? Knocker probably won't stream my progress like that. Probably gonna play a bit of Shinobi 3 later. Yeah, Choco, I recommended Shinobi 3 is RR, and apparently it was a really big hit. So. Oh, we gotta go underneath. Yeah, I got rammed by the ship. We'll continue though, definitely. Stage 2. Hey Knocker, just out of curiosity, does this game have any achievements? That's it? No continues? That's the only achievement? Oh, the final stage without ninjutsu power. That's going to be a loads of fun. Knocker, you should stream that. I would love to see that. I always like watching Shinobi 3. $20 achievements for this. Okay. And guys, just letting you know, I am going to put this up for a roundtable review. I really think you guys should play this because it's a really awesome game in the sense that if you watch this level very clearly, you're going to notice that I have alternate ways to go. I could either go take the high road up top and avoid the guys in the middle, or take the down road. And I feel that as you're doing that, it prepares you for the boss fight. Obviously, it didn't prepare me for the boss fight because I died. But in the same sense, you'll notice a theme. Are you going to go up? Great. Are you going to go down? Enemies are in the middle. The way you hit the boss is you shoot them in the middle. So once you discover these patterns in the game, the pattern of the stage leads you to the pattern of the boss. That's really incredible on how they did this. And if you notice, if I just hang back in enough time, I could avoid the asteroids. But of course you want to come down, you want to get your shield, you want to hit these little flying guys, not get hit by the missiles. And now you feel like you're around the planet. As the planet rotates, that's their way of... Guess I'll hit these guys. There we go. I needed a serious upgrade. See how cool it is? Once you're out of frame of the enemy will not shoot you. So I can go forward and the enemy will not hit me. Let me take the high road again. Avoiding that guy's lasers completely. Avoiding that guy shooting me. And getting a second power up. Getting more Hour Flash material, more Hour Flash upgrades. Sometimes, you could see, yeah, you can pick whatever route you want. Now, I'm gonna shoot down, drop down, because he's gonna come down, go up, yeah, that, you see that, then he'll transform. Again, enemy transform. You, in your mech transforms. Transform? Yeah, you got it. No, it's a gimmick in these games because there were a lot of shooters. So the gimmick of this game is transforming enemies, transforming into a robot, into a ship, transforming stages, or you could say transitioning stages. But that Truxton was skulls. Everything was skulls in Truxton. So when you play Truxton, it was all about the skulls and the bomb, and it was the big selling point. Each one of these games, as we go along, Slippy, you're gonna notice that there's always some sort of gimmick that they had to use to sell these games. Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely the low man count. But in their eyes, they said, oh, maybe that's replayability, and, you know, well, I had a choice, Choco. So, here, again, notice what I'm going to do. Shit. That spray, when I changed and I used the ship, yeah, he's not the best to use when navigating through the starfield. The bombs change. The way I shoot, you know, comes up with different choices. You know, the gun may shoot straight. Oh wait, if I turn into the mech, he'll shoot a different way with the power-ups that I have. See, he'll shoot 2. The ship shoots 1. Going back again, he'll shoot 2. Sometimes in a tight space, you don't want to be the mech. You want to change to the ship. Change back to the ship. Go past this. Plus, from what it said in the manual, the mech could actually fire longer range. I just screwed up this entire thing, but you get the gist of it, the way it works. You see how powerful the ship is? The mech? The mech's just like, I'm just gonna go in and boom. What do you have? Oh man, I'm trying to... You have an Everdrive? Oh, you have the Mega Everdrive Pro. You can run anything. Yeah, look at that. I just hooked up my Sega CD yesterday. I have a Gen 1 Genesis with a Gen 1 Sega CD. And yeah, that was awesome. Knocker, is that to me or is that to Choco? Oh, real cards. Truthfully, the way everything's going now, Choco, you're probably better off with the Everdrive Pro. Drop it in the Genesis, emulate off of original hardware, and you basically get every game that you ever wanted. Everything that I play, I have the cards for. Except for the TurboGrafx and PC Engine. It's, I guess it's alright. I mean, if you like the real carts, I think the EverDrive Pro is definitely the way to go. Move down too quick. I think everyone has Rocket Knight. I think Rocket Knight was such a popular game when it came out. I think there was a mad dash to get Rocket Knight. And I also think Rocket Knight was one of Konami's best-selling games. Yeah, I'm gonna bypass you guys. Oh man, just when I was about to... Oh shoot, okay. What do you think of this game so far? Everyone, what's your opinion of me blowing up? You could see, Choco, that between the ship and the mech is OP. The mech will do massive DPS. So the DPS that's coming off the mech, it's insane. Like, I tanked that boss just using the mech alone. Now here's the other stage. Now, I'll give you fair warning, this stage is a bit crazy. I didn't like this stage growing up as a kid. I always thought it was weird. It was also kind of hard to see the enemies, but it went with the motif of the enemies because they come up like invisible, kind of. And I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm going up. I don't know if I'm going down. I mean, I guess I'm going down. I mean, this stage really they played off a lot. So. This is how, now, you could tell with Renovation how this game differs from, like, let's say the standard shooter genre of Truxton. Now, if we compare this to Truxton, what we'll notice is that the lines, even though we are shooting forward, it feels like you're going down. So you have two things going at once. You have horizontally we're going down, but vertically we're shooting. So it kind of makes you wonder now with this, should I be using the mech? Should I be using the plane? You know, where am I going to have to move on the screen? Are the enemies going to come up from the bottom or the top? So they play into that illusion with this a lot. And of course the background looks pretty damn good, I'll admit, but as a kid it was really confusing, and so were the teleporting enemies. Also, I feel with this stage, the enemies kind of blend into the stage a little bit more than the last stage where they were more defined. And here we go. Right, you can't. Now, here's that. What should I? Oh, okay. So now you basically go into this stage. This stage is, dude. This stage is phenomenal looking. If I had to, one of the reasons why I chose this game is because if you look at the colors going into this, the colors are beautiful. The sound is such an amazing game. It really has a good like soundtrack. I happen to have the soundtrack downloaded. I ripped it off of some MP3 site at the time and decided to listen to it. Oh crap. Well, I can get all that back. See now, oh, that sucked. It was right at the tip of the iceberg too, and I kind of died on that, but whatever. So you can see in certain situations you would use the map, you would use the ship over the map for tighter areas. I guess you could say you're traveling through hyperspace with this. That's what you want to call it. So, what's everyone playing today? How's everyone's day going? Foxy, I know you said you had a headache. Hopefully your nap was better for you. Oh, thanks, Slippy. It was all right here today, I guess. I hope you get better tomorrow. I missed you streaming. But oddly enough, my kids came home from school and were like, "Oh, you don't have the guy who sings on stream." And I'm like, "Yeah, he wasn't." I'm like, "His name's Slippy, and he wasn't feeling too well today, so he decided not to stream." Alright, now I'm gonna blow up these guys. Choco, if you're gonna stream... Choco, if you're gonna stream after this, dude, ScanLine will rate you. What Genesis games, Choco, you gonna stream? I'm kind of curious. No, I would hope you would stream. That'd be pretty cool, though. Dude, Choco. The reason why I'm saying that is because I would love to see that Mega Drive like in action. That would be great. Buster Hawk. Buster Hawk's a good game. It does. It does. You know, it's a pretty cool. You know what? A game we should definitely tackle one of these days. Whip Rush. Alright, that's your laser effect. Now, different lasers come in. Laser's alright. I mean, I think they could have done a lot of better job with the laser. But, whatever. Oh, shit, I was too late on that. Damn it! Oh, crap. Damn it, I was doing nice on that, too. That was a really, really clean run. Alright, boss 2. Dude, I don't even know what the hell this thing is. Oh, this guy's gonna freaking... That's why I needed the laser for this idiot, but... We got him. Ship's really powerful. Yeah, we still have free Friends Friday. All right. Clearly, we're going down. That I know. Oh, shit. Choco, have you ever played Warsaw? Has anyone played Warsaw? Oaz was playing Warsaw a little while ago. He also played Gateground and Choco. Here's the throwback. Have you ever played Herzog Y? That game that's an awesome game. Jesus, I keep on smashing into things. I'm getting too excited over these games. Oh, Chica. Yeah, game over. Game over. I get it. Okay. Continue. Yes, let's continue. Stage 4. Easy mode, yes. I'm only playing easy mode because I want to show off the game and the game's potential. I also want to show you guys advancements in the game, like what different stages look like and so on. Man, I haven't played this game in... I think August of last year. August or September. I'm a little rusty on it. Right, yeah. Yeah, Sparky, I agree with you with that one. I know also Sparky too, what I think, if you look at the screen right now, they really should have cleaned up a lot more of the clouds. I know they're doing it, for ambiance. I'm like, oh, hey, here are the clouds, and, it shows that, like, you're either landing or going somewhere or changing states, or transforming. But it really screws with, like, where the enemies are. See, now you get a clear picture as to where the enemies you know, where your enemies are and where you're going. Again, another awesome looking background kind of tree design going on here. I believe the boss is shooting missiles at you. I'm not 100% sure. This one I'm going to change off to the ship. This stage is a little bit harder with these things shooting you, so you want to really stay on top of your movement, like your placement as to where you are, and of course you're trying to get your power up so that doesn't happen. That background's crazy. Crazy. Hey, great. How are you doing tonight? How was work after your big test, like that test that you had? I think you gotta hit this guy's tail. No. Oh. Okay. Please don't tell me that's the end of the stage. Alright, the knight. I forgot about him. Right? I like how she goes back, like I said, goes back into the ship, comes out of the ship. I feel like, you know when you watch Macross and Gundam, and they go into like after they clear the mission, they go into the ship, they refuel, get ready, and bam, like blast it out. You were getting starved out. Now, this stage has this. Obviously, they're not unlimited continues, Choco. So, yeah, you got 7 rapid on air flash stock. It's cool though, but I mean, we got pretty far. We'll do it again. That was stupid. So I might have a special episode next week. There is a special, just letting you guys know for I don't know, Slippy, is next week the episode where we all play board games? Well, I gotta see what time it is now. 9. I'm probably gonna end by like 10, just to play more of this, or like 9:30. Does anyone know if next week is going to be the that free play Tuesday? Damn. Yeah, the one that Owaz was talking about, that I might play with Owaz. wants a cake. Sounds like my kids. Yeah, guys, I was wondering because if not next, yo, Devil's Food Cake's damn good. If if it isn't next week, and it's like the week after, but I'm almost certain it's probably next week. What I want to do is I'm gonna let next week go. Let ScanLines do whatever we're gonna do on Tuesday, and then the following week I want to come back with a really strong episode. I do have a chance to get a collector's edition of a shooter that I happen to love. It is for the Switch, but I own the game on multiple systems, and I wanted to do a unboxing of the game. I want to show you guys what's in the box, and I want to play the game on stream. And I also wanted to do a Discord share stream where, since the game is out on multiple systems, and if you guys wanted to play it on another system while I play it on that system that I'm picking it up for, that would be great. So first, I'm not going to jump the gun. First, I'm going to see if I can actually get the game itself, and if I do, we're in business. Some other games I've had in mind are Death Smiles 1 and 2. There's a lot of other games that I want to show you guys. A lot of Nintendo stuff. Now that the Nintendo's finally hooked up. Even in the background of this, you can tell like the ship is really blowing up by the way it's transformed. Like the way the lights are, it does look like it's sank or sinking and is blowing up. Oh, I hit the... Yeah, oh, he arrow flashed me. I should redo this one. So, this is the time, I guess, I want to go through the game, and I want to open it up to anyone. I'm going to pause I'll continue to play, but I want to open it up to like have an open floor where if you guys have any questions or comments about the game, just let me know. What are your really what I would like to know is what are your thoughts on the game? Like, do you guys like it? Do you think it looks like good? What are your views on the sound? Like, did this capture your attention enough where you would go and say, hey, I would like to play this game now. I think this game looks great. Oh wow, look at that. He actually disappeared off screen. That's crazy. I didn't just notice that. So I'll continue to play. I'll let you guys comments and questions build up in chat, and then I can address them. way you have different scenarios with most. Yeah, graphics aren't the best, but they're good. Like Truxton, you have certain shooters. You have certain shooters when you're in situations you have to change the weapon, but in this you have to change the weapon and you have to change like the either for the ship or for the map. So there's two variables now in the game that you have to look out for. One is going to be, well, do I use Arrow Flash as the ship? Do I use Arrow Flash as the map? And like we've been seeing throughout the game, we've been using Arrow Flash as the mech to get by on the bosses because the Arrow Flash on the mech is a stronger attack. I feel like in tight situations, you're definitely going to want to choose the ship. In like more open areas like this, you're going to want to choose the mech. The mech's pretty cool though. Like he'll turn up and down and move and So guys, would this be a game that you would consider to play? And like actually sit down and try to get through the entire game? Oh, here we go. And they really tried the way that went down and the way the water moves and then the background transforms. Like I said, guys, each game we look at and we review in the Shump or Shooters Club on ScanLines, we're going to go through the gimmick of the game. You know, they always try to do something different to draw in a viewer, more player. You know, this was a big, you know, the big gimmick, the whole transforming thing. I swear, if I say transform one more time, I think Slippy's gonna lose it. But that's the gimmick. Truxton is, like I said, the skulls and bombs. I find this way more enjoyable than Truxton, though, I'll tell you that much. Now, you're going to notice that the lasers are feeding into me, and I'm shooting the lasers through the mech. But when I let go of the mech, my lasers are now independent of themselves, and they're shooting themselves. Truxton, I don't think is a better game than this. I think this is a far better game than Truxton. And there's several reasons that I say that. One, it's a completely different idea than Truxton, in the sense that there's more to offer you in a game than just a straight vertical shooter. There's different scenarios in this that require you to think faster. Like, which gun am I going to use? The backgrounds in this are phenomenal. You really can't compare the background against Truxton, considering this is like, you know, more of a vertical and horizontal shooter. I find the music to be a little bit more enjoyable than Truxton. This is on easy, Knocker. It's not on normal. If you played this on normal, it probably would have the same difficulty as Truxton. it's not as simple as you think it is. It basically you have different scenarios to use the ship and different scenarios to use the mech, and you have to know like when you want to use them and how you want to use them. Like sometimes accepting a power up in this is not always, the best area to go. Now I'll change to the ship. You have certain areas that you have to take, choices. Okay, well, what's the easiest area for me to get out of here? Oh, well, it's going to be, I'm going to take the upper row or the bottom row, or I'm going to take this or that, and then you go from there. You have different choices. Well, it looks easy now, like I'm just breezing through this. Like I said, again, it's on easy mode. And I'm back down to square one. All those power-ups. You see, it... all because I took the wrong area when I should have taken the under path instead of the top path or the middle path. So let's... Alright, let's go. And we're gonna go there. And we're out. That one I was paying attention to that one. Hey Knocker, do you know when we stream and we do announcements, are we supposed to comment to everyone? Because, I mean, I made the announcement and I thought, like you said, you didn't even get a notification because I didn't use the @ so, for everyone, you would have got a notification that I was going live. It would have been everyone. What do you have to have, like 3 months, Knocker, of shows, or 6 months, or I don't know, what is it? Okay. Damn. I don't want to use too much of the flashes. I think now he transforms. Or no. Ooh, that was rough. Oh, come on. Here we go. No! Game over. Choco, are you back? Oh man. It's a good try. How are you tonight, PT? You lower that? Man, I swear this kid was TV. The stage is interesting. I want to get, as we progress with the show, I want to get more, I want to get a controller where it's the actual joystick. so it'll be easier to play shooters. Yeah, I'm just doing horrible now. Oh, this is the pain in my stage. That's a little bit too far down on that one, but that's fine. Choco, let me know when you're back, and I'll do my closing review, and then we'll rate you. Wow, dude was standing right there waiting for me. Bam, here we go. So, oh man. So, all in all, guys, this was Arrow Flash. Over here on the ScanLine Shooter Shum Club. I brought this to you because I enjoyed playing this as a kid. It was a lot of fun. As you notice, there's a lot of elements in here that are different and set aside from other shooters of its time. The changing in between either a mech or a ship and different power-ups. Even though you only have 3, different power-ups really change um, and really create a different type of game. So you have your ship, you're flying in your ship, you're shooting in your ship. Oh wait, there's a lot of enemies coming. I want to shoot, I want to open up and shoot more of them. Let me change into a mech. Knocker says when the Japanese box art is like 10 times better than the game itself. Um, jeez, the game is good. The Japanese box art looks absolutely amazing. It does, but it I personally I mean shooters. A lot of people have very different opinions when it comes to shooters and what they like. The point is like to try to get you guys to show you different shooters and how different shooters change across the genre of what like we like to call shumps, shoot 'em ups, whatever you wanna say. Oh yeah, you said that. Well, my mic. So now my mic should be a lot better. Um, so yeah, basically, like I was saying, the shooter is it's what really sets it aside from the rest is you have to look at it from the time period and and I could talk because I was 1990. I played this game. I've had it since I was a kid. It really stayed in my memory a different type of shooter than most of the shooters out there, like Truxton, Grindstormer, those type of games. It really, really, really stood out. The box art stood out. You knew it was like a renovation game. So Slippy says it's cool and has sweet looking music. So I mean it's I mean the backgrounds are like the depth of the backgrounds. They were really trying to set something aside from the rest, and I feel like they kind of did the right thing when it came to this. I mean, just alone, especially with the history of it, I'll show you guys the. I did not download the European cover, but I will show you. I could show you guys the European cover on Discord. But the European cover, it's not. It's really different, and they really made it look and feel kind of like a Gundam. So I mean, really, there's like a charge mode that allows arrow flash to be infinitely used, but it's a weaker effect and must be charged up. So there's different modes. Like we didn't use charge, we used a fixed ability where we were building up our arrow flash. If we use our arrow flash and we have to charge our arrow flash ability and then unleash it, it becomes it's weaker, but you can use it multiple times. It's cool. You're talking about what is that roll? So I mean, basically, it's ranked. If I had to rank it on my shooter list, I would have to rank it as like probably the third, one of the third funnest and different shooters that I've played. Of an early ugly box art Mega Man guy, jeez. Yeah. So I mean, for that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our whip rush. Now, if I don't get the game that I'm looking at, then basically what we could do is I could put up a poll, and not next week, but the week after, we can go ahead and look for. Um, I'll put up a poll and I'll put up 3 games. You guys decide. I'll span them across now multiple systems. We'll have one for Neo Geo, one for Sega Master System, and we'll have one for Super Nintendo. You guys can take a look, see which ones you like, and then basically go from there. So, let's see who we can raid. Yeah, I didn't, Knocker. I agree with you too, man. The European box art. That's why I didn't include it in this. Um, it it's all right, I guess. I mean, it looked cool. They were trying to do like a Gundam type of thing, but honestly, between the 3 box arts, I think Sega, the one you see on the screen right now with the pink lady, that one's phenomenal. That's a great one. The second one is the United States box art. Renovation just had amazing box arts. So thank you, PT, for the follow. We all appreciate that at ScanLine. All right, let's see. Uh, third Tuesday of every month. Okay, so I take it next Tuesday would be the third Tuesday of every month. So the 17th next week, guys. I don't think we're going to be doing this. There's that every Tuesday meetup, and on the 24th we'll have that special episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead, guys. Let's raid Choco. And if someone someone wants to help me out with the raid. Hey, what's up, Ken? Thanks for the creep. Knocker, thank you for rating them. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's give Choco some hype, guys. Definitely. Thanks for coming out, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting Scanlines, me, and the Shooter Club. And I just, good night, everyone. And once again, yeah, thank you. And I will see you guys in a week from next Tuesday. Good night, all. Knocker, you can go ahead. Let's see. Still low. I do not know these raid commands. Am I missing something with the raid? I need to look up commands and stuff like that on how to raid and do stuff. Let's see. I'm just going through the raids just to see how to do this. Knocker, I don't see it. So if someone wants to help me out with how to raid, I would appreciate that. Trying to figure out how to do this. Well, turn on mod view, highlight, settings. I do not know. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna on that. Is anyone? Let me see here. Slippy, how do you do the raid? Let's see if that works. I don't think so. So, all right, guys. So, all right. I mean, I don't know how to figure out how to do the raid on this, but all right, guys. Well, take care, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice rest of your night. And let's go check out Choco. He is playing Shinobi 3. All right, take care, guys.